Saturday afternoon involving a particular phone seller and some 2 military personnel. We strongly, on behalf of all the elders here, on behalf of Honorable Dr. Usanforgod, on behalf of Mazi Destiny Anthony, on behalf of High Chief Elvis, Lolo, Eunice, and all those who have appeared here, we strongly condemn it in strong terms. Whether it is our military personnel, our police personnel, our VIO officers, our road safety officers, as long as they are uniformed men, you have no right whatsoever to melt that kind of anger on them. It is completely wrong. It is a condemnable act, and it should not be found around a prestigious technology hub like Banex or EMAB or any of those places. Those places are places where people go to buy phones and buy gadgets. It's a good hub for electronics, but we should not have that kind of attitude there. And it's even painful to know that all those shops, they have an organized security there. Why should you now take laws into your hands to melt that kind of action on a military personnel who is not just wearing uniform but fully kitted? Fully kitted. That man has been trained by the Federal Republic of Nigeria with the taxpayers' money to be a combatant human being. He's not like you. He doesn't think like you. He doesn't reason like you. And he upholds the glory and honor of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which he swore allegiance to. That's not the kind of man you want to hit at all, at any time. We saw that video. Mazi saw the video. Honorable Dr. Usanforgod saw the video. And none of them at any time told me that this thing was a good act. It was very wrong and extremely wrong. And that also led to some quagmire there, where a lot of people were running that Saturday. Thank God for the Nigerian police, especially the FCT command, who quickly came into action and brought some level of normalcy to that area. But let me also let you know that the military also came there in their full display of what the military can be. I came there with about 5 trucks and they were stationed there. And that's to tell you that I also see, if care is not taken, that they will still fish out some of those boys who did that thing. And I can say because of the privileged information that I have, that those boys were boys around, not shop owner. I don't think a shop owner in his or her right senses will be a part of that kind of ungodly act that happened on Saturday in New Banex. But let me allow Honorable Dr. Usanforgod to start up the conversation, and also Mazi would also join in on that one before we move to other conversation this morning.
Yes, thank you, the billionaire. Before I go further, I want to sincerely, from the depths and the bottom of my heart, I appreciate the Nigerian police for that quick intervention, for that timely intervention that probably prevented further or more damning consequence on that particular day. Maybe without the intervention or quick intervention of the police, perhaps a life or two may have been lost. So we thank the police for that action. I want to lend my voice to condemning in strong terms that action by the group of people, whatever they are called. I want to also remind them that you said you think the boys will be fished out. I'm telling them that nothing, they will surely be fished out. Any uniform soldier, police, or any uniform personnel in the country is a symbol of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It carries authority, as bestowed upon him by the president. And there is no reason whatsoever. I mean, in the whole story that we have listened to, there was nothing so condemning that the military personnel or the soldiers did that should have warranted such humiliation, such disgrace, and such a battering. There is nothing. We were not told that they raped anybody. We were not told that they took money from anybody. We were not told that we're not even told that they even assaulted anybody. If there are issues between phone seller and a phone buyer, and I mean, maybe they accompany one of the parties. It is not enough to humiliate them in that way. Having said that, sir, let me also appeal to Nigerians to stop civilizing our soldiers. When I mean civilizing, I mean bring them into matters that are supposed to be, menial, matters that are supposed to be treated. Even the private security at the Banex should have been able to resolve that matter. You shouldn't have warranted bringing in soldiers. You bought a phone, whatever the issue were, if the phone was faulty or not good enough, bringing soldiers because you have a privileged access to them is demeaning them, if you ask me. I would think that, our soldiers are trained, for serious matter. Our policemen are trained for serious matter. You cannot have an issue with your fashion designer. Maybe he or she delays your clothes, and then because you have access to uniform personnel, you go bring them, join body, and all of that now. At the end of the day, whether the soldiers there were performing legal assignment or not, the issue is that they have been assaulted, and we condemn that. We will not take that. Our country today is going through so much in terms of insecurity, and these are the police and the soldiers are the ones at the forefront in terms of helping us to become one or to stay one as a country, and for us to sleep. And then you dare really point a finger at them, to a point of assaulting of them is not acceptable, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Mazi.
Good morning, Abuja. I also join my voice to condemn, what happened on Saturday. And this is not a time for me to blame the military or any security agency, because the reason why I said that 2 weeks ago, it's just that time did not allow me. I saw a video that should be like 3 weeks or a month ago where some road safety officials were being beaten. I saw 2 videos online. One was in somewhere in Southwest. I can't remember whether it was Ogun or Ondo or somewhere, but I saw the road safety official. He actually left his colleague, crossed the road and was running. And then people on that side of the road, descended on this guy. I saw another video just within the same week, and I wanted to mention it that day, that if somebody is on uniform, forget whoever the individual, even if it's your brother, respect that uniform.
Yes.
Even if he's a madman, for as long as he has that uniform on him, the best you can do, let's say he's doing something wrong with that uniform, taking advantage, call the appropriate authority to come and take him and know how to discipline him. In all my years in doing business in that environment, I've never seen a criminal treated the way those 2 military men were treated. Criminal who walked into a boutique or phone shop, stole, and was caught. I've never seen them being treated. You see, it's easy for us to come on air and say, yeah, in America it's like this, in Europe it's like this, in South Africa it's like this. In that same America, I know that if a military man walks into a particular place, they give him some privilege.
Yes.
True. Absolutely.
Yes. They give him some privilege, you give him some honor.
Yeah.
That was last year when we had this serious fuel scarcity, and there was also the Naira issue. So you can't, there is problem getting the fuel, the cash to even buy is issue. And then, ATM, they were disappointing us, so it's only cash. I remember I called somebody who, to help me out. I said, go to so-and-so place. They will assist you. Now, while I was trying to find the person who would help me get some fuel, there was this guy in a military. No, he was actually seated in a tinted car, so you wouldn't even know he was a military officer. But I know that the other guy who I also know, who is a military guy, spotted this guy from far in the queue. This is a senior military officer. He just joined the queue. He didn't want to use it. When the guy now saw him, and now is that person, no, help me since you're closer. Is that person? I now went closer to the man's car. I said, yes, so this is like a senior naval officer. The guy said, but they're not supposed to join queue now. The guy now went to that place, say, okay, come out. Do you understand? I think he brought out I don't know what he brought now, showed the other guy, said, this person should go in. And when some people were trying to, make noise, why you go join queue? Even me, I had to join and said, these are men who lay their lives down so that we won't be running up and down in this country. You walk into some supermarkets, once you see, in fact, it happened in the supermarket close to where I won't mention their name because we're not doing advert for them. this other guy who from is a US, they have this military attaché or something.
Yes.
And there are another American citizen or something. They came to buy something, waiting to pay. So this other man came quickly with his, you can actually even see his peso, but he's a senior military officer, but an American, walked in, picked quickly what he wanted, and then actually went to join the queue. But I saw the way this same US citizen in my presence asked him to come and take his place because he was actually next to the, do you understand me? I had to walk to the cashier and say, attend to this man, let him leave. This is the way we are supposed to treat our security men. On Sunday when I was coming to town in Kobwa, I just forgot that guy's name, but I know he should be a northerner. They were doing their normal stop and check. After that railway area, before that big Kobwa, plaza they call market or something, after the railway, they will stop you, wind down, how are you? I was with my wife. The way I even say, my how is work now? See, asking him how is work, I hope you're fine. It's okay for them. But a situation where you see them, the first thing you push to them is aggression. You frown your face.
Why not put checkpoints?
You understand? Why put checkpoint here? This is Sunday afternoon. Who will they pursue? Please, let us learn to treat these people with respect. Let us give them some honor. The job that these people are doing, many of us cannot do it.
True.
I said it here one day, pay me 2 million naira, give me gun, employ me with Nigerian military. 2 days I've run back to my village. I cannot do that job. If you know the risks that they take, you saw the video when they went inside the bush to rescue. Okay, look at now, it was on your news, they rescued about over 300 people. Is this how we are going to celebrate them? Many of them go to this and they don't come back. This is only their dead body they will bring back. And this is how to pay them back. So I condemn it totally, and I've been saying it even from that Saturday. This is wrong. Even if what they were doing was wrong that day with their uniform, there is a police post in that plaza now. Call the police and then let them go to that place and sort it out. Not to descend on them, you're beating them, you're throwing pure water on them.
The billionaire, in this country, sir.
Yes, sir.
There are no jobs with high risk as the uniform jobs.
I agree with you. Totally.
Now, we have people seated in agencies, seated in multi-corporation. When they sneeze, they have allowance. When they want to go and ease themselves, they have allowance. In fact, they create opportunity for them to travel for training of which, even when they come back, has no direct input to the economy,
job.
Yeah, to the job. Why? So that they can get extra and get benefit. We have policemen and soldiers some of who have not seen their wives for years. They are in the forest. In fact, when they wake up and see the next day, that's where they know that they are alive.
Of course, I mean, not to even cut you.
Yes.
Just last week, I mean, I saw a military guy who was crying strongly in the battlefield because a bullet just hit his colleague.
Yes.
And their lead was just trying to pacify him that it's okay, don't worry. And the guy was like, it's not okay. This guy is my guy. He's my guy.
They must have been very close.
And he just go like that. And of course, they are in that place. It's not a place where I even think maybe they can carry the guy back and so they might probably leave him there to come back to rescue him or something.
Yes.
So it's not a joke.
And now, so I was giving an analogy of people who stay in those places when they sneeze, they are paid. When in fact, they have break. They work from, let me just say, 8 o'clock till 4 p.m. or thereabout. And these are police and military who actually sign some to work. I mean, in fact, by the regulation to work for 8 hours, and some of them go to work, they don't know when they come back, on account of lack of manpower, on account of the exigency of the job. Now, is that commensurable with their pay? The answer is no. And then when you see such people in uniform in the public, you are provoked. Maybe you're in a hurry, you are late, you should have left your house earlier, and then you see a checkpoint, you're already frowning, you're already provoking, just like Mazi said. So we treat them with disdain and expect them to respond back to us as prince, as kings. I mean, we treat them with so much disrespect, and we think it will boost their morale. That soldier you assaulted will be somebody's wife, somebody's father.
Somebody's father, yeah.
And the family will watch the video. I mean, what do you think the children that are growing up will feel about surrounding their life to defend the country? I want to know, sir, I mean, before we round up this show, what is the allegation against the soldiers? And we have said that no matter what it is, there is no reason to descend on them in that manner.
I think for me that's the biggest one. No matter what it is, that level of assault is a no-no.
Not in one village in my state, in the city capital. I mean, in FCT, in the federal capital territory.
We should know better.
We should know better.
Thank you so much. And well, let's see. I think we'll go for a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll now zone into the FCT minister, who is also talking, saying, "I am not distracted. Whatever is happening in Rivers is not distracting me." And he has also put a timetable down for Mr. President commissioning from the 27th of May. About 9 days to so event. Would listen to that clip, and then we'll start our conversation from there, and we'll see if we can touch on the Nigeria, the civil defense, who are also saddled with the
In a world where wildflowers only bloom for a few to see, you have a chance to bloom because you deserve it. Bridgerton Season 3 is bringing the royal spotlight to Ikeja City Mall on the 25th and 26th of May 2024. Mark your calendars and come take advantage of the picture-perfect moment to dazzle and shine in the bloom box.
Watch the first part of Bridgerton Season 3.
Audio Jungle.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
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 it should be the last. What do you? I don't know what you mean here.
Maybe you want to say the last resort?
Of defense of the nation. Hence, they are expected to act based on high level of professionalism, including rules of engagement. I think the army should start disciplining its soldiers by deploying their military police personnel to areas of their job to bring sanity to misbehaving and erring soldiers. That military police. This guy really knows what it means. Okay, well, I agree with you. It says, however, no military personnel should be treated the way they did, and all necessary investigation should be done to bring the perpetrators to book. Thank you so much, Geronimo. And Sir L, please tell Honorable Doctor, respectively, to stop rolling out trophies, less record and achievement to us regarding his Arsenal team. We slept well in our street yesterday because Arsenal lost to the prestigious trophy, and they always take solace in their slogan that says, "We will try again next season."
Yes,
anyway, congratulations to Honorable Doctor and all us Arsenal fans for relinquishing the title the second time in a row and coming second twice. No be easy feat. Sha Aliu had that rating this morning. Radio Senator says, good morning, my people. We have lost society, ethics, and value in Nigeria, and many of us keep on supporting misadventures and the slightest opportunity. You see how our military and paramilitary are disgracefully engaged in dishonor. Those guys should be dealt with. Radio Senator had that written in. Let's take just one call, then we'll go to our next conversation. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, this morning.
Hey, Chriso.
I didn't know what I heard last week, whether you were a little bit, were you down or under the weather or something? I couldn't feel it on time.
Yes, I wasn't feeling so well, but I was also sent for an assignment, so I had to go.
And when I briefly heard your voice
on Friday. Thank you.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Morning, Chris.
Morning, sir.
Are you actually patiently waiting to call this morning for what's happening in Abuja? I drove past through Senate, man. I thought Gadunasco Barracks, or rather Niger Barracks, had relocated to Usanforgod.
This guy.
My brother is frightening. You understand? But then I follow you. I told you people to condemn in totality what really transpired according to the story. Even though I have not seen the videos, I condemn it.
That video should not be seen. Yes. It's not a good video to be seen.
I condemn that. I condemn that totally. But then, let me quickly say this. Because of the way what I thought this morning around banners, and then what we are discussing on studio this morning. I can't let me.
I didn't hear you.
You didn't hear?
No, I didn't hear. Repeat what you said, sir. Okay.
I mean, repeat that in English. Because our ancestors have decided out of love to come back to our home. We decide to kill them with overtaking. The soldier or the military should also know that. And we know that for you to wear your uniform to go to somewhere is either you're on duty officially. But if you are not, I see no reason why you place your uniform on your body and you are walking into market to go and buy food. Number one. Because of this, if you check every military personnel, your personal car is not allowed for you to put any military emblem. Not at all. It's nothing written on it. Even if you are as an animal, you are going for another. Once you get to that, they ask you to pull it off. The reason is because of what they call intimidation. If it is not a military band, it is not. For you to wear this, if you have an issue where you are buying market, which I suppose is civilian interaction, if you are not satisfied, what do? You call the appropriate not to show any form of intimidation. Because this thing, I said, it is a kind of, if you show some people who may not understand you, they will protect whatever you're trying to you are trying to intimidate them. Something really come off their body.
All right.
Understand? But the point I'm trying to make is this. There are police. You know, the other day, people came to see we were discussing about this tower thing and something. I was also part of that discussion. I made my own contribution around that. They have strong union in all these things. If anything happens, find out and make a report. Now that it will happen, if you have gone through the chairman or whoever that is in charge there, the security there, they will quickly bring out, because shop owner, I believe me now or later, shop owner will not want any problem in front of the shop. So, if those people are not part of shop owners there, just to, by going through the leadership of that environment, whether just a village or some other places.
All right, Chris. Thank you, Chris. Let's leave it at that so that we can move on with our conversation this morning. I see another one. Mazi, you want to respond?
I want to say something.
Okay. Let's just quickly take this. Okay. And then you respond, then we move. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, my compound people don't show. Hey, come on your t-shirts now where you hang for line.
Good morning, Mazi. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Thank you.
Hello, you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We didn't hear you.
Thank you, sir.
Now, of course, we all condemn what happened in Paris. We all condemn it. Like I want to say this. You see, they should, I'm sure there was a little display of I am a military man. That was where that action came from. Well, I wasn't there. But I'm saying, I want to align to what the last caller said now. You should not come with that, that I'll be army man too. You cannot, please, I beg. But I like the thing.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I want to appeal. I beg, you let me give me this few seconds. I beg. There was an accident at Usanforgod on Saturday morning. Hello. It was more like an hit and run, but the one did not run away like I gathered, did not run away immediately. What biggest happened, the woman hit a man that was crossing the road at Usanforgod junction itself, the main Usanforgod itself, for the airport road. She pulled over, and she was already crossing the road for the road. Means there were so many other vehicles at that time. She was falling up already. Nobody among all these guys, including the woman herself, didn't make fit to carry that baby to the hospital. Until one after the other, they all departed that place and let that man bleed till he died.
Oh my goodness.
Hello. I was there at about 8:30, and this happened before 7:30, like I understand. I get that like an hour later. I called police emergency. They came there like 30 minutes after. I waited there till 11. This call was still on the ground. Police came there with their van, left with the van again, came back with the second that they are from they are from Kabuta, not from Uye. You get it? They left the company and go.
Sure. That's unfortunate.
So sorry.
Just sad one.
Okay. And Mazi, you wanted to quickly respond.
Yeah, the adage that my brother Chris said is an Igbo adage, but I don't like to follow that route. When we had our military and uniform people being killed in the part of the country where I came from, people will find reason for whatever political reason to say yes. This for me, and I remember anytime I visit home, I will always tell them, if you kill the people who are trained to protect you, people who you call when there is problem, because if there is crisis, you call police, you call army, you call any of those uniformed people or civil defense. If you keep killing them and burning down police stations, when real criminals come, who you go call?
Okay.
Do you understand me? So that adage, to enter. What Chris said was like, no good because saying my papa reincarnates my pikin, then I go feed and carry food. No. Chris, I respect your own, but for me, whatever, there is no reason acceptable to me, this is my personal opinion, for you to touch anybody on uniform. I have told you experiences I've had with VIO and road safety that is enough for me to come down and then tear their clothes or let's exchange blow. No, but I won't do that. 2 wrongs we know we have abuses. We know that. But you see, you can't right any wrong by still perpetrating more wrong.
Or encouraging the wrong.
Or encouraging the wrong. So we know that there are abuses, people who abuse the uniform, but we will continue to report to the appropriate authority until a day when we get, the right system. And to what my brother Silama said, we need to do something about ambulance
emergency response
if there is an issue. A situation where there is an accident or something, or a fire, and somebody's life is at stake. Nobody comes there. You can't get help. We don't have ambulance listing.
And the police is telling me that he's from Kabusa, not from...
He's not from... It's your job to say any life. A policeman from... Even if you're from Suleja and you're going to Usetu to do something and there is a case, you can immediately step in and do something. You are an officer of the Federal Republic. It's not Kabusa or Wuye. So sad that life is lost and you can't get that life back.
All right, and let's take a listen to the Honorable Minister of FCT, Barrister Wike, who also was speaking when they were also inspecting some of the road being done. And a lot of people this morning or since last week have been enjoying the Wuye overhead bridge, and none of them have said, this bridge, it don't help me. I did not go to Vega to turn. I did not go to Stadium to turn. I did not go to Area 1 to turn. From Wuye straight into town, into Zone 6. Easy life. But it's all good. But Justin Wike, thank you for opening it up.
Yes, sir.
Because sometimes what we see in some of the previous administration is those roads are completed and they will still be locked until the president commission it before people start using it. But they're already using that road. Let's take a listen to him.
You can always see there is improvement. What is your assessment of these projects?
Well, like you know, this is the final inspection we're doing as regards their preparedness for the inauguration of the various projects. By the approval of Mr. President, we believe that from 27th of this month, and particularly on 27th, we believe the president will flag off the commercial operation of the metro line. We believe on Monday we'll do the final inspection of that. From what we have seen, I think we're good to go. We're ready for the commissioning. So 27th of May, and it will be ending on the 6th of June.
Distracted because of development in your home state. How would you explain?
I'm not distracted. If I'm distracted, you won't see this performance here. I focus on my work, so I'm not interested. I'm the Minister of FCT. The works are going on, so why would I be distracted? If you are distracted, how would it just be going? So I don't even think about it at all. The only day we will not have any activity will be on the 29th, which of course is the 1 year in office of president, and we have a lot of activities that day. And 29th and 31st is a Sunday, so we'll not have any activity. But 28, 27, 28, 30, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, we'll have projects that Mr. President will be inaugurated. So it's like 9 days activities, events. So we're happy, and the contractors are meeting up. All the promises made, they have fulfilled, and we have also fulfilled our own part by making sure that we have cash backed up, and none of them is complaining in terms of cash, So we're very happy.
Okay, Minister, sir, I know the focus here is the inspection of the projects, but beyond that, we know that the street lights are still some of the areas in the FCT are still experiencing blackouts in terms of street lights.
Yeah.
And I know you mentioned one time that it's undergoing repairs. What's the status of the street lights?
Well, as I speak to you, most of it has come back. They are working on it, and you also know that most of the projects we are doing, you don't expect the lights to be on now. All they are doing, they are just running it. So sometimes most of the streets you are talking about are those that are being worked on. We believe, by the grace of God, we believe that before the commissioning date, you will see most of the lights will be on. So we can tell you that with good authority.
Under this period, how many projects are you going to inaugurate?
Well, because we don't want to saddle government every day. We have a lot of projects, the access routes, so all the stations are there. We're not talking about that. We're also going to flag off new projects, like the construction of the new Korobapi division, the bus terminals. We'll also flag them off within this period. So many projects. I can't stand before you and say the total number of projects that will be commissioned and the one that will be flagged off. So many. I can assure you. But what's important is that the president has given us 27th to 6th of June. We'll call it FCT week of commissioning of projects. Yeah.
Sir, we want to congratulate you for achieving this feat in just 9 months in office. Sir, what we have seen in VP House, are we sure and optimistic that the project will be ready that week?
Of course, you can see that by Monday they will start asphalting the driveways. They already started.
What's happening, Abuja? With Effizy.
All right, welcome back. And of course, that's the FCT minister talking about 9 days. And that 9 days will be called the FCT week of commissioning projects. That's all from the 27th. So it looks like Mr. President will be busy from the 27th, and they will give Mr. President 2 days. That's 29th and one other day. Then they'll start again first day in June to June 6th to be commissioning projects back to back. And the Honorable Minister answered that question with so much tenacity in him to say, no, I am not distracted. If I'm distracted, will you see this type of project? I'm not distracted. So I don't know. What do you make of this? Do you think the Honorable Minister is distracted, or you think he is not, as he has rightly claimed that he's not distracted? Because if he is, you won't see this level of project. Yeah. And again, I think this is the first of its kind in the FCT to have FCT week of commissioning of projects. Let me start with Honorable Dr. Usanforgod this morning. Honorable Doctor, you heard the FCT Minister. What do you have to say to some of the things he has said?
I love the humor he brings into leadership. And I love the vibes, he brings, to the media when he's commissioning project or, addressing the media. For me to completely say he's not distracted would be to say that he's not human completely, because even a little argument between you and your wife or family members can actually take off your mind from very important things. But is a distraction enough to hinder his progress and success? The answer is no. Now, one question to actually address that is, has there ever been a time he was supposed to be at the project site or in the office that he was found in River State? I don't think so. And so, if he said he's not distracted, I mean, did you expect him to say he was distracted in the first place? so I don't think he's distracted, and I love what I'm seeing in the FCT. My principle is not to criticize anybody or anything completely, as in not even seeing the good side, because humanly speaking, if you put a clean sheet of paper on this table, as white as it is, if there is a single dot in the middle, that is what is going to take the entire attention of everybody. And so, for those who would think that maybe there are things he would have done differently, they may be correct. But for me, I'm very overwhelmed with what I'm seeing, and I can only imagine what will happen in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and going forward.
All right. Mazi.
Number one, you already know that I'm one of his number one supporters. He deserves to be given a shekel, Sahel.
It's okay.
Let's give him some shekel.
How many shekel should
just three, because
3 shekel. Honorable Minister, take your shekel.
One.
Feel the shekel. Receive the shekel.
And I'm happy my brother Osang, joined my team today. Although he has never been against Barrister Wike. See, I have always been saying, let's separate the politics in Rivers State from the guy's performance in office as FCT minister. We had a minister last 8 years under Muhammadu Buhari who if you actually ask some kids, this, what do they call this question? Current affairs or something?
Yes.
Most children didn't know who FCT minister was for 8 years. And we had somebody in that place. You won't hear of, if there is an issue, he won't come out. Something happens. You don't even hear anything from him. You don't see that he's going to supervise this project or not. Nothing. But you have somebody who, the Uye road that you mentioned, I love the fact that you said nobody is now saying I'm not driving from Uye straight to town. You didn't hear anything. Before, if I want to go to road safety, I have to go to Beggar and Turn.
Yes.
To come to road safety or NAFDAC. Or even the NFA. No, I don't go to NFA. I don't go to any Tifusa, I will go there. I don't have business with football. Do you understand me? But we have so many projects going on. In fact, I went to Asukoro to do something, and I think I wanted to follow that AYA on that.
Yes, so
I don't know how I enter another road. I was like, where am I even going?
Yeah.
They've opened that. Then I close to that police headquarters. That's where I came out from.
Yes.
Who doesn't like good things? Just tell me.
Tell me.
Do you understand me? So please, he's doing well. We can only appeal for more. I don't have anything against him. What is happening in River State is completely different. We are not in River State. I don't see any, just like he said, I don't think he's distracted.
Okay.
I don't think so.
All right.
So we can only ask for more. Those routes, let's have the markings as well to help us, because most times if you're driving at night, you won't even know when
they are already marking.
They are marking
a lot of
they
are marking a lot. They are repainting some those black and white. They are repainting. They are marking seriously.
So thank you, Honorable Minister. You are not distracted, sir.
Yes.
Thank you. More projects.
And one thing that I will speak to Mazi and Honorable Doctor after the show, and we'll let you guys know. There's some level of sanitation we need to do. Okay. In our motor parks, and I will let Abuja people know, so that, because we might take the entire show to some of those places in some of those Mondays. We'll just go to those parks, and because we want a situation whereby we will not have government reduce the road, because there is a narrative in Abuja now that it's because the roads are big and they are okay. That's why we're having accidents up and down.
No.
Can imagine that.
Yes, that narrative is going on.
That's a wrong mindset.
Go to another state now, see whether you feel speed like this. So we need to start talking to ourselves on how to use those roads and follow the speed limit. But Abuja, you have the chance to be a part of it. 0700 951 0000. WhatsApp is 0039930137. YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja, and we're live on those platforms. Aka Fred from Suleja says, God bless Nigeria Info and God bless Nigeria. Effizy and the elders in the house. Congratulations and bravo to the performing minister by Sanyason Wike for opening that Uye road. I used that road before. Thanks for doing it. Okay? Appreciate. Did he say he used the road before? There was no road there before, no? Okay, maybe it means he used not the bridge.
Not the bridge.
Okay. All right. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, sir.
Yes, good morning, sir.
Good morning. I also want to join this, to shower, to elogize the performance of the FCT minister.
Okay.
Even though I don't like the way they play politics, we are of different parties. But then, nobody will not like something good. The man is performing. So, because I will be deceiving myself and I will be telling myself lies when I say the man is not doing well. So anybody who says yes, the weekend is suffer or is distracted, now your distraction, if you are distracted from seeing what the man is doing, you have yourself to blame.
Okay.
So apart from the man is not distracted, provided we are seeing the result, my brother. If we are the part where they fight for River State, now you can make and perform well for here. It is a welcome development.
Okay. Thank you.
He should keep fighting.
Yes. Sam Favor says, good morning, sir. If distraction will make our leaders do what Wike is doing, please, may all our leaders be distracted in Jesus' name. That's what Sam Favor just wrote. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Hello, good morning to you. Yes, sir.
Morning, sir.
Good morning to you, sir.
This is your good friend, Sonny.
Hey, Sonny, I greet you specially.
How today?
Very well, very well.
I hear you.
Thank you.
So the minister is trying, he's doing his best. We love that in Abuja, especially that analysis you gave there. Remind me last year and last 2 years how I used to turn that all about. You go to there where everybody will be arresting you. We just I love that.
Thank you, Sonny. Thank you. I appreciate it.
But one thing, the people you have now, this FCT, this Federal Capital Territory, and it's an international community.
It's okay.
These cartoons that are causing obstruction on the highway is not supposed to be.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's go for a quick break.
In a world where wallflowers only bloom for a few to see, you have a chance to bloom because you deserve it. Bridgerton Season 3 is bringing the royal spotlight to Ikeja City Mall on the 25th and 26th of May 2024. Mark your calendars and come take advantage of the picture-perfect...
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.